Hello and welcome back to another episode of Graveyard Keeper. We just finished pulling all the organs out of that body and we've learned that we can do a lot more. But we also have to learn more too. Gentle Butcher, you know how to work with meat. You have less chance of making a surgical error when extracting hard spares and soft spares. Definitely worth taking. We then have hard spares here and soft spares here. I don't think we still get the the skills there. Now we can learn anatomy 2, which lets us do a second preparation place and a double pallet. That of course means that we'd be able to take 2 bodies. We are still quite a lot of the blue marks. And what I'm thinking is we want to improve... We want to improve the church, which means putting in the candles. It means building up that, so when it comes to that time, we can definitely do it. Now there is the need for candelabras. We can obviously build the first ones. Candelabras, stained glass windows, and more of that. So we've got Business of Faith, which lets us make flyers, and Prayers for Prosperity. So we're going to take that because that's a cheap one, meaning that it is an early one. The Prayer for Prosperity means for those who earn their keep in honest trade, this will give you a commercial blessing which can improve one vendor. But we don't really need to work on that at the moment. I just want to go through, see what we need to build. We're obviously going to need some iron parts, but hopefully we can get the church up to at least 10 crosses. It's currently at 5. Once we go over here, the candelabra and the wall candelabra just require a lot of simple iron parts. So we need some planks, nails, and iron parts, which means a lot of iron ore. So we'll head across here, and we'll be getting the iron ore. I don't know. Yeah, we don't currently have any iron on us, so let's check the storage. We've got 10, so we can actually make quite a few of the iron parts. Simple iron parts requires 1 bar for 6. So if we go for 24 and use 6 bars, I think that'll do as well. It's going to require a lot of our energy, but it also gets us the red mark, so... Okay, with that done, we can now have a quick check about what the candles are made of. Made at church workbench. I'm assuming they will use fat, because that's what churches use. That's what candles use. But we'll see. We'll get these in. We'll be able to at least put a bunch of the candelabras in. So... candelabra here, here. It's the same as wall candelabra, so I'm not super fussed. That puts us at 9 already. And if we go craft, yeah, we don't have the candles for it yet. So just putting those in has put us close to what we need. This is the church workbench. And we can now look at making candles. They require wax, hemp rope, and white paint. So we won't be putting any candles in that. But we do have skin, and we can make some pigskin paper. And then with the pigskin paper, we can make craft paper. Clean paper, not craft paper. Wow, my words are escaping me tonight. But with that, we can now put all the paper in here get extra science points up because that's just handy to have at this point in time. We've got 1 faith point. That requires 3. That requires 1. So let's give this a study. All right. So we got 60 green, 50 blue, and just short a little bit on red. The rest of the church can do with some work. What about this corpse here? This corpse has 2 red, and I kind of want to see if we can exhume that. So let's see if we can get the exhumation permission. We do not have the money, but we do, however, have 3 burial certificates. So let's take those in. We should be able to hand those in, get the money that we can then pull out some of the bodies and work on a little bit of gentle organ harvesting, as you're doing as a gravekeeper. we won't talk about cutting the flesh off for a snack either. That's jeez. Been really enjoying playing this game. It's been a lot of fun, and I've always loved the music of the game and the pixel art of it. It just continues to really impress me with that. There's a lot of people around. So we're going to talk. We're going to sell these 3, netting us a total 4 silver and 50 coppers. Does he have anything that we actually want? Part of me... like, none of this actually teaches me anything, so I'm not super fussed about it, but part of me is hoping I can learn some recipes and such. I know his wife sells some baking recipes, but yes, cooking recipes tend to be a little bit harder. Now, we are out of energy, but we do have a bunch of bread. So what I'm thinking is we have a nap because we've got plenty of time before the next sermon. We have a nap, and actually, now that I'm speaking, we have some bread, mine some iron, put that in the furnace because that is going to take time. And then once that's in, I don't think we have any raw. Yeah, we've got no raw iron ore, but we can certainly begin working on some because there is more up here. So we're going to go up here. What? What? No. Okay, the combat up here is new to me. Go away, bats. Oh my gosh, they did a number on me. And we still have to go further up to get the iron, so that was unexpected, but we survived. And we now have some bat wings, and I recall seeing something requiring bat wings, so I mean, unexpected and a little bit scary, but also perhaps a tad fortuitous, given we now have some bat wings and we can do something else with it. So we're going to head down, put some of the iron in, go to sleep, and then begin working on upgrading the church. Now, I know there's a fellow chained to the wall, and from what I know of the game, and what I think I know, that is the unlock for... it's the unlock for zombies, which are NPC workers, but I'm not 100% convinced on that yet, and we'll have to see. Now, I just want to check down here if Snake is here. Snake being the strange man who's here most nights. Here he is.
Yup.
Hold still. Who are you? I'm the graveyard keeper and prior of this church. Mind your business. I have a dagger and I'll gladly use it. We need lots of faith, so we're just going to leave. What do we need to clear this out? We need the wooden beam. And we do not have the circular saw. Can we learn that yet? Okay, the circular saw requires 200 red. I mean, we'll get there eventually, but it's probably a tad beyond us at this point. So we'll let that continue for now. We'll go back and continue our initial plan of having a night's rest. Or a morning's rest, I should say. Look at me going to bed just before the sun comes up. Games do imitate real life. And we are going to wake up early in the morning and get to work on making some nails. We're going to make 16 nails. There we go. And then we are going to... I think it was planks we needed. And planks are made here from Fitch. We're going to make 3 wooden planks. I might make some more Fitch. Because if I recall... Yeah, we'll do 6 more planks. We'll get 6 Fitch. And make maybe 4 more planks, actually. Here we go. Right. Now down here, where we'll investigate and find out what we need to put in some more church benches. And that should help us hit 10. 10 is the goal because that will mean our basic prayer will work. Well, not work, but it has a 100% guaranteed rate. Oh, lucky we did that because it requires 6. Okay. So there we go. We've hit 10. We could do some more, but we will leave that for now, as is. Yeah, more wooden beams needed there. Okay, with that done, we have no faith to study with, but we are doing okay. We've got the money. Let's go exhume that other body and see if we can make it a little bit more presentable. And then maybe some extra goodies within here that we can improve the quality of the graveyard. I think 30 is our goal currently. And that is quite easily doable. We just need to make sure that all of the bad stuff is out. And that sometimes includes getting rid of a few organs. Oh. I always prematurely hit the E button and that breaks. So, Sin Shard and a Surgeon's Mistake is in here. So we can get rid of the intestines because I believe the intestines are bad. Let's see, we're down to that. Now, I believe taking some parts reduce white as well. Let's extract this Sin Shard. I don't know what this does. Right, that did nothing. I have some questions. No, we won't dive into the astrologer just yet. Now, I think the heart and the brain need to stay. What if we put intestines back? This is a test. In test. So it was at 1 red, 3 white. Now is it at 2 red and 4 white? So The intestines remove a white and a red. The heart removes 2 white. The brain removes red. Okay, now we can put the heart back in. And we have 4 white. Okay, so the brains is something we actually want to remove. Brains seem to just take out 2 red. And that means that as long as we remove the brains of all of our corpses, we can definitely improve this place a bit. Which means instant plus 2 or 1 buff to a lot of these bodies. And we've got some extra parts up there that we need to take care of. We have swapped over to Faith Day though. Sunday, I think I called it. So we're going to have another nap to recoup our stamina. Then we're going to do a prayer and get lots of faith because we've now hit that 10 mark, and that should mean that we are able to successfully enact the first one. I know it's just the first one, but being able to do that perfectly is something that absolutely appeals to me. So we're going to put this plank here, the fitch in, and that makes it full. There's still space for nails in there, however. The organs go in the other one, so we should be good. We'll come and collect these. And we're going to put away the organs. Now we've got the casual prayer, which basically gives faith times 2. We could look at unlocking, just quickly, the prayer for donations, which gives faith 20% but increases donations. Or the combo prayer, which gives both. Neither of which I really want to go for. Now, we could go for prayer for repentance, but that seems rather high end as well. So let us just start with the generic one now, because I think they have to be crafted as well. So you might need to put stories together and the like. The bishop is here. He wants 30 at the graveyard, we're 12 short. 20 at the church, we're 10 short. 4 quality fish, we have none of those, so we are all of them short. But we've also got some bat wings, so we can put those bat wings aside as well. And a harsh wind is blowing. Let us start this morning though. Start praying. We are going to 100% success chance. Let's do this, shall we? All of the people come in. I'd like to say a few words. Our church is great. Nice. Nice. And now, let us pray for this blessing. And open the heavens up. Nice, okay. Right, so we landed 4 faith. Now, everyone enjoyed the sermon. 5, 5, 6, 5, 6, 5, 6. Okay. So, we landed 4 faith, which is great. And we got 54 coins, which is not huge, but it definitely means that the results of upgrading the church are worth it. We can now come and study some new parts and hopefully understand some more things. Let's study this craft bowl. Craft. It's clay. It cannot be decomposed, but earned us a massive chunk. We can also study the pickaxe. For 3. Okay, that might be a little bit much. because we do want to study and learn a little bit about these materials. So we're going to go with ash. Ash did not teach us anything. Okay. Let's study an iron bar that apparently gives us red and green. It cannot be decomposed into anything, but gave us a significant chunk. A rusty hammer. What about a rusty hammer? So the good news is we've got a ton of green and red now. That does mean that we did not get much blue this turn, but we can definitely do that. My goal, I think, is to increase perhaps the power of faith. Price of faith does not seem to give us too much. The cardinal perk. The church is not only a triumph of the spirit, it is also a number of buildings and properties. You've learned how to manage them, so ceremonies give you extra money. Not a super important one for us because we are working on just the looks. We can do stone gravestones, so we're going to unlock that. I'm thinking we either do the illumination of faith or the power of faith. And given this is cheaper for the red and includes the wooden church shrine and the confessional, this is the way for us to go. So we're going to do that as well. And we have learned a lot this episode. We do need to find out the mystery of the man chained to the wall and where he's located. And also continue learning more about the world around us. But I'd say we are learning pretty well. We're going to wrap things up here for this episode. I hope you've enjoyed watching. If you have, please leave a like down below and do subscribe. Everyone means a lot to me, and I read all of your comments as well, so thank you for leaving them. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye for now.